Hi everyone, and so the launch of VR is not going particularly smoothly if you happen to be a HTC Vive customer. Now, I've tried to not make mention before the launch really of the problems HTC were likely to have, not necessarily with the Vive hardware, but with the simple fact that HTC has the worst customer service record in the industry. Now, we're already starting to hear lots of problems coming out from HTC as customers of devices not being delivered, devices being delivered broken, and then a whole raft of issues that a customer is having attempting to get his brand new $800 Vive working. Let me just read you this. This is actually from a Reddit thread on our Vive. My Vive didn't work brand new out of the box, was troubleshooted, turned out I got a DOA unit. They told me they couldn't replace it, but they could repair it, but I would have to pay shipping back. Great support, not even a prepaid label. And this chap then goes on to detail the attempts he's made with HTC to get them to, well, basically provide him with a working product. Now, I'm absolutely adamant here that if a product is delivered faulty, then it should be replaced immediately. Not a case that this customer should be told he has to send it back at his cost to effect a repair of a DOA unit. I don't know what is up with consumerism in America, but I really do hope you have much better consumer protection than it actually appears. In Britain, if a device was delivered like this, DOA, you would expect a brand new unit shipped out to you, not a repair. You would never be expected to accept a repair on a unit which is less than 30 days old. I believe that the same is true in America, to be fair. HTC are doing their usual damnedest here to flout the law wherever they possibly can and be a bit of an arse about it. The main problem for HTC is they have always had bad customer service. They always treat their customers like a cash cow, and that is a plain and simple thing. What really is a worry here is that Valve have not taken HTC much more tightly to task and demanded damn good customer service at every single level for this product. At the end of the day, HTC might be about to do a lot of damage to VR here. The news stories are starting to bubble up now, and they're only going to get worse. As it turns out, HTC have now turned around and said that they will only be able to deliver the units within the month that they claimed they would deliver it. So effectively, whatever release date or delivery date you actually had there, add 30 days. So if you were told it would be delivered in April, you've got up till the end of April for it to be delivered. Brilliant work there, HTC. Essentially, they oversold the stock that they actually had. More than likely, they are actually producing devices and shipping them out the door as fast as they possibly can in an almost one-to-one ratio. This is not really what we all expected from VR, and what it actually means is that HTC were forced into releasing earlier than they actually had product ready. Basically, Facebook screwed HTC over on this one by releasing the Oculus in a pretty damn good ready state, it has to be said. So HTC has had to do oh my god, we can't be late to market. Well, with VR, it doesn't matter if you're late to market, just actually come to market with a working product. That would be a great start, HTC. Anyway, at the end of the day, this story is only going to get worse for HTC over this next week, I am sure. As this poor chap on our Vive has discovered, there really is not much he's going to be able to do to get this sorted out in any kind of quick process. At the end of the day, if they have no other units to send out to him, well, he's going to have to get a repair. Personally, if I was him and I paid on credit card, I'd turn around to the credit card company and say, this is your problem. You deal with HTC. I want a full refund, and tell them to pick this bloody thing up. I'll be buying an Oculus Rift. Or heck, even buying a PlayStation 4 and a PlayStation VR. That would still be about the same price as buying a Vive, actually. So do let me know what you think in the comments. Has HTC utterly blown the gaff on this one and ruined VR for the launch for themselves? It's certainly looking like it to me.